C-Doc again.
Well, hello, friends, party people, and the place to be. It is Tuesday night, and of course, you're here at Channel Zero. We're here at Channel Zero. It's C-Doc again. How's everybody doing out in the world today? Hype style already in the place. Tonight, we are joined by a special guest we were supposed to have a couple weeks back. He made it around tonight. Slight delay. It's all good because we're happy to have him in the house. We'll be talking to Khujo Goodie. Got a lot of stuff to chat about. So it's gonna be fun. Gonna be interesting. But I don't do this alone. Nope. If you know, you know. I'm joined by my co-hosts. First off, she got her start in classic rap radio. Our lady from the heyday of K-Day, Jennifer. Oh, Jenny.
What up?
J-O-J.
What up? What's happening?
You are mobile tonight.
I am, because I think my audio decided to take a nap.
Oh, yeah. So your audio's Luca Brasi, sleeps with the fishes.
Right. All right.
So random Godfather reference. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
Hey, you know what this could mean? Could be a perfect night for our first installment of Jennifer Goes to the Liquor Store.
It could be. It could be.
Just throwing that out there. Might happen. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know if the guy is there, but yeah.
All right. Yeah. We got to see what shirt he has on. Yeah.
Just so random.
Yeah, it is. One of the new segments we're hoping to start here on the show.
Right. Jennifer Goes to the Liquor Store.
Jennifer Goes to the Liquor Store.
Join me.
Yeah. And speaking of joining, we're also joined by our other co-host, who is one of the creators of a fantastic podcast, People's Distinctive Travels, coming from New Jerusalem on that side of town. Ladies and gentlemen, Ultra Mag 7.
What's up, y'all?
What's happening?
I'm chilling, as usual. I heard you were talking about the Godfather.
Yes.
It's so crazy. I put up this video yesterday. I forget the actor's name. He passed away, but he was in Godfather 2, and this guy was saying that he knew him. And I was like, wow, like it that blew my mind. But
I got to tell you something about the Godfather that I didn't realize for a long time, but kind of comes around to the home team. So the scene where Robert Duvall goes to visit the movie producer near the beginning of the film, the infamous scene, right, with the horse. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's the scene where the producer takes him to see the horse, right, in the stall.
Right.
Okay, well, the guy that's tending to the horse is Tony King, who was an actor in a lot of films in the 70s, and who became Malik Farrakhan, who was Public Enemy's chief of security for many, many years.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, a little trivia there. So,
wow.
Tony King, Deshaun knows. Yep. So that's the homie. So I was fortunate enough to have Malik appear in one of my films. So he makes an appearance in Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. And yep, Gordon's War, Bucktown. What's the one with the damn it, they remade it. Sparkle.
Okay.
He was in the original. Yeah. He put in a lot of work. Yep.
I might go watch Bucktown tonight.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Bucktown.
Yeah, I haven't seen Bucktown in a while, but that's a fun movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah. He also told me a story about shooting that movie with Pam Grier, and I'm not going to repeat that story here, but yeah, it was a good story.
Any story with Pam Grier is a good story.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get this show on the road. And we are joined tonight. One of the members of the Goodie Mob, and is this our first like Atlanta Southern guest? Yeah, right.
I think it just might be.
I think our first person to represent the South on this show, so that's good.
Joe know about the dirty South.
Yeah, exactly. All right, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Khujo Goodie.
What's up, team? What's happening?
What's up,
What it dooski?
How are you tonight?
Man, I'm chili dogging and cold slawing, man. I can't complain, man. Chili like a chili dog. I'm cold like coleslaw, man. It's a great day today in Atlanta, man. What's happening?
Yeah, fantastic. See, that's what we've been missing on this show. You know,
Hey,
a little bit of Southern swagger.
Yeah, a little Southern drawl, man. You know how we do it, man.
Yeah. So I like to start with what our artists have going on now. What's good now? What's going on with you at the currently?
Man, it's so funny that you asked, man, because man, I'm just going clean off right now, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself right now, man. I feel like I'm in my prime right now. I just dropped a maxi single, man, called Time to Make the Donuts. You know, I took it back old school, 3 singles on there for my fans, because I know right now how people just really devour music right now, man. It's just like a machine that just has a bottomless stomach right now. Yep. So I just felt like, man, you know, since this month is since August 11 was hip hop's birthday, I just felt like I had to give my fans more. So I dropped the Time to Make the Donuts maxi single. Then I dropped another single called Splashy. You know what I mean? The video is out. Check that out. You know what I'm saying? Something for the summertime. I just felt like I just had to get in there. And while you at it, man, check out the new song I got with James Worthy, man, called So High. So I've been busy this month, man. You know what I mean? Just giving my fans more. You know what I mean? Because you know it's a new person coming into hip hop. Damn near we're discovering hip hop every day. Mm-hmm. So when they Google Goodie Mob and happen to Google Khujo Goodie, I want them to see that new shit I got up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up. We are big fans of the maxi single.
Oh, okay.
Love the maxi single. Yeah.
Okay, dope, man. I want to get some wax, maybe get a little small one like that. Go ahead and put the songs on the front and then put the instrumental on the back. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it old school like that. That's you know what I'm saying? Some memorable for my folk out there. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. That's what's up. That's dope. So okay, fantastic. So let's go back, man. Growing up, tell us where you grew up first.
Oh, okay. I grew up in Northwest Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Off of Bankhead, what was famous now is Bankhead and Hollywood Road. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I grew up in Northwest Atlanta. You call that Zone 1.
Okay, gotcha.
Zone 1, North Carolina. I mean, Northwest Atlanta. Been all over, man.
Yeah, man. And what was the hip hop scene like in Atlanta at that time when you were growing up? Like, and how did when you got into it? What was the scene like?
Well, the hip hop scene down here in Atlanta, man, was actually, man, driven by what was going on in New York and what was going on in California. You know what I mean? But when you go into the local radio station, you will hear music at more than 120 BPMs. You know what I mean? We're going really fast. And you got different, talking about different topics. You know what I'm saying? Some people be talking about what's going on in the club, what's going on out in the neighborhood, or just a type of dance that people are doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So it was gangster shit going on, but it wasn't a outlet like LaFace around. You know what I mean? A major record label like LaFace. So it was independent record labels around like Ichiban, you know what I mean? They was putting out artists too. So you had people like MC Shy D that was on the
Yeah.
radio. That was on the radio. You had Raheem the Dream that was on the radio. Kilo Ali, you know, he was on the radio, and Damage, you know what I mean? Success in Effect. So it was a lot of commercial stuff going on the radio. You know what I mean? The gangster stuff hadn't even broke through yet. You know what I mean? Unless you had DJs like DJ Jelly, you know what I mean, that will be blending in, you know what I'm saying, some new music from new artists on the radio station in with some stuff that's already known. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying, we were still trying to get our feet wet down here in Georgia, because
Yeah.
the South was already established. You know what I mean? You had Ghetto Boys, they was already doing their thing. You had Luke and Two Live Crew, they was already doing their thing. So, you know what I'm saying, the South was doing their thing. It was just Atlanta, Georgia didn't have that identity yet. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
like I said, there was plenty of artists down here doing their thing and just hadn't been discovered yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm always curious about how the beginnings of it as the music was trickling out to different areas. You know.
Mm-hmm. No, man, we was hearing everything, man. Ice Cube, I mean, Public Enemy had made its way down this way. KRS-One. I mean, if you wasn't buying cassette tapes or vinyl, you really didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? You was just
Yeah.
you was at the mercy of what the mix shows was playing or what the radio programming was feeding. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what that is.
Well, yeah. Are you or were you a record collector or tape collector?
Man, what? Man, man, I can remember, man, my auntie used to give me and my brothers tokens. And it used to be, you remember Turtles? You ever heard of a record store called Turtles? Y'all ever heard of that? See,
Don't know Turtles. Yeah.
No.
wow. Now Turtles was a standing store that had cassette tapes, it had vinyl, it had CDs, you know what I mean? So my auntie would give me and my brother tokens that we can go to the record store and buy whatever we wanted, you know what I mean? So once I started traveling with Goodie Mob, man, I just started collecting cassette tapes, man. So damn near every store that we went to, we was buying, we were supporting each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, they go Master P. Oh man, they go Poison Clan. Oh man, Ghetto Boys. Oh, Big Mike. Oh man, I'm finna get all this. You know what I mean? So in turn, I'm thinking that when they come to the city, oh, they go Goodie Mob. Oh, that's Outkast. So now, 25, 26, 7 years later, I got a collection of cassette tapes. You know what I mean? I was just looking at 3 right now: Scarface, Notorious, and World Party cassette tape.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. So yes, I was a fan of it, man, for sure.
Yeah. That's dope. Ultra Mag
Yeah.
actually is sitting on a throne of cassette tapes.
Oh, I got about 300 cassettes around me right now.
Ooh, you got me beat, man. You got me beat. I mean, but that just lets you know, man. You know, man. Just think if that was vinyl. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But you know, cassette tapes were compact. You know what I mean? You can put them in a little case or whatever. You know what I mean? You can do it like that. But yeah, cassette, man. I used to take it apart and try to fix the part that was wrinkled. Try to put the tape on it and do it like that, man. So yeah, bro. Yeah. That was
surgery.
That was the days, bro. Surgery on the cassette tape, man. That was the days, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The worst was when it would snap off the leader, and then you'd have to get like a little piece of tape.
It never worked for me because I couldn't get the tape small enough to go through the slit, man. I'm like, I done messed it up, man. But, man,
it was like open heart surgery, man, on those things.
It was just amazing how you could get music on that little black thread. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I still can't fathom that. Still.
Yep. Yeah. It is. It's amazing stuff. And then I remember when I got my first 4-track, and I could and I could do like 4 tracks of audio, separate tracks. I'm like, are you kidding me? On a cassette?
Wow, on a cassette. Now, see, I didn't figure that out until I started with the mixer. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to kind of DJ first. Because I just was like, man, Terminator X, man, what are you doing? Like, wow, Eric B, man, what the hell is that you doing? I mean, Mr. Mix, what the hell? Oh man, what the hell y'all doing? And once I was looking at Organized Noise, and they was messing with the EQs on it, and it was bringing some sounds down and bringing sounds up. I'm like, man, what is that you guys are doing? What is it? But I didn't get to a 4-track, man. I didn't get that.
Yeah. So talk about how. So you wanted to DJ first. That's interesting. A lot of the artists we talked to started out as DJs.
Well, I didn't. I wanted to try to DJ it first because it was just seeing them pull the record back and forth and then making those type of sounds. I was like, damn, because when you rap, you're like, you don't know what to say. You know what I mean? It's like, but with a record, it's gonna say everything for you right there. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was just amazing how they did that, man. I was like, wow, it was real thought. So I'm just sat there and just thought about that shit. Just wow, just drove the record back.
Yeah. What was the catalyst that made you pick up the mic?
What made me pick up the mic? I think when I looked at just hearing people like Chuck D, Ice Cube, hearing them guys rap, man, and hearing the content that they was rapping about, man, that kind of wanted me to. I kind of wanted to do that. I think I said I could do that because I couldn't do the DJing because I couldn't transform. Because that's the reason why I wanted to do it. Because I wanted to do like Terminator as I wanted to be able to transform or something. But I couldn't do it. I mean, Eric B to transform, but I couldn't do it. So I just started mimicking, you know what I'm saying, learning other people's rap and just started mimicking, just saying what they were saying along with the music. And then when I started recording music, I had to get used to hearing my voice. Then that was the second part right there. Get used to hearing you in your earphones. That was I couldn't grasp that. It took me a while for that.
It took you a while to get used to that, and did it take a while for you to kind of develop your style? Was it a process for you?
Yes, it was a process for me, man. Because matter of fact, my voice didn't always sound like this. My voice sounded like kind of like Eazy-E voice, a little bit in a big man body. I mean, it was crazy, man. I talked like I had helium in my throat, bro.
Really?
Man, I bullshit you not, man. My shit was not low like this. No, before Call of the Wild on Southern Playlist of Collab Music.
Yeah.
No, it took me a while to get this voice, man. It took me a minute to do that. So
that's the craziest thing. That's not the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah.
There's
from me or from an artist or from another artist.
Any artist, yeah. That's not the first time I've heard that where that's not their real voice.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the deepness hadn't developed yet, but I was still trying to rap. I was like, hell nah, I can't do this, man. And Gip is my witness, man. He actually has footage of that shit, man, somewhere in his house. Of me rapping like sounding like Eazy-E, man. But once I got that developed, just like I said, just listening to other MCs and just really listening to what they have rhyming. What's the next word finna rhyme with the next word?
Yeah.
So I really had to check that out. So it was a process, man. Listening to other MCs, man, kind of really helped me develop my own style. Because I didn't want to sound like I wasn't going to be sounding like anybody else. Number one,
sure,
and number two, we didn't want to be rapping like we was from New York or like we was from West Coast. But even though we was influenced by them, we just didn't want to. We wasn't going to sound like them because of just the way we talk and where we from.
Yeah. What is your writing process like? How do you approach a song?
Man, well, my writing process has changed. Really, it's changed tremendous in the last 2 and 3 years. I've noticed. I've noticed that I've gotten better at what I'm doing. I would usually sit and maybe just write it all out. I hadn't done that in a long time. Just get to the point to where I can't stop writing. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell is this? I'm just like, oh damn, what is this? Now I've had an experience like that But what I've been doing lately is maybe start out with a bar and just sit in front of the computer because I record myself first. Sit in front of the computer and just really just it's like a freestyle, but it's a thought out freestyle. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's one way I do it. And another way I do it is I might start writing out maybe 8 bars, maybe 4 bars. And if I just can't wait, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I got to hear this shit. I can't wait. I go down, I lay those few bars, and once I hit those few bars, the train will start rolling. You know what I mean? The thoughts will start rolling, and everything will start connecting. And then I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, I hadn't done it like this before. You know what I mean? So that's how the process has been going for me lately. But I still like to write. I still like to see the handwriting. I still like to collect pens. I still like to see blue ink and black ink. I still like to do that.
Yeah.
So it's still a fetish for me, man. I still love the process. I'm loving the process even more now.
That's
wow.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's lost on a lot of people, you know, whether they're artists or no, that the actual writing process, because, you know, you hear a song, you don't think of how the song, you know, how it gestates, how it becomes something, how it grows, how it forms into something. You don't think about usually, you know, you just, I'm going to enjoy the song as it is. So I'm always curious about people's approaches to how it starts, how it begins.
When people say I could do this in my sleep, I think they really do literally mean that, because I can do that too. I don't do it as often, but I can do it too. Just say if I'm working on something and I'm not done with it and I decide, okay, I'm about to go ahead and go to bed, I'm literally thinking of the rap in my head while I'm resting and relaxing and visualizing the words and just trying to visualize the imagery of what I'm trying to portray. And then I might wake up in that minute, that hour, and go down and do it, or just might wait till the next day and put it down that day. So yeah, it really can be done in your sleep.
Wow. That's great. That's dope.
Genius shit. Jedi genius shit, man.
You know, seriously. That's what it is. It's like
trick to the trade.
Hey.
Exactly.
Hey.
So it's been a while now, but I watched the Organized Noise documentary, which if you guys haven't seen it, check it out.
Nice.
Yeah, can you talk about meeting those guys and the basement and those beginning days?
Let me see. I can try to remember. I actually met Organized Noise through Gip.
Okay.
Through Gip. So Gip and I met in high school, man. You know what I mean? And for some reason, man, we just clicked and we got to be really, really good buddies. You know what I mean? And I started, because he stayed in East Point, and by that time I was living in Southwest Atlanta. Okay. So they're about like Southwest Atlanta is like here, and East Point might be over there. You know what I mean? So it's blocks. But anyway, once I met Gip, Ray Murray, one of the producers of Organized Noise, he stayed in the same neighborhood that Gip stayed in. So I would come over there and they would be going over another guy's house. His mom does music. Her name was Jean Carn. And his name was Joseph Carn. Yeah. So they stayed in Gip's neighborhood. So the music thing was going on over there, you know what I mean? So I would keep coming over there to eventually I would hear Ray all of a sudden starting to do production too, you know what I mean? So Ray, Gip, and myself, we had a group called 6 Cents. It was actually a rendition, a Southern Public Enemy. We tried to do a Southern Public Enemy.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So we was on that shit like right then, you know what I mean? But at the time, I wasn't rapping. I was actually like a hype dude, you know what I mean? I'm like hyping, like, damn, man, I can't wait to goddamn say, I can't wait to rap, goddamn. But still, you know, still geeking and all stuff like that. I can't wait till I start rapping, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like how how I met Ray Murray, and you know Ray Murray knew knew Rico, and Rico knew Sleepy Brown. So everybody just started introducing people to each other. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like in a nutshell how what I'm saying I hooked up with Organized Noise.
And then when did Goodie Mob come about?
Goodie Mob came about as far as all four of us getting together doing the rhyming thing. It happened in high school.
Okay.
All of us went to high school at one point. All of us went to high school together. You feel me? So I did a song called Him, Him, Him. And some type of way, Timo heard it because Timo was going to our school too.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that kind of inspired him to do a song. So he did a song called Ice Cold Tea. So we hooked up and he let me hear his song. I let him hear my song. He's like, damn, let's see if we can goddamn just do some music. So we made the first Goodie Mob song, but it never did come out. It was called It's a Goodie Mob Thing. You wouldn't understand. So it was Timo and myself. We was actually the original Goodie Mob members of Goodie Mob. But since Gip and CeeLo was cool with us, we didn't have no issue with bringing Gip in and bringing CeeLo in. You know what I mean? So that's how we kind of like formed Goodie Mob. And I can't leave out Ian Burke. Ian Burke was like the catalyst to that because he was like, well, why don't y'all just, just get in the group together. That way, all the music can come out. If we didn't have to wait, Gip didn't have to wait for him to come out. Nobody, CeeLo didn't have to wait for people to hear him. We didn't have to wait for people to hear us. So the idea was for all of us to come out and be in Goodie Mob. So that's how we formed that in a nutshell. You know what I mean? As far as that.
I was gonna say, where's the magazine?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Wow. Go there. Yes. Yeah.
I was waiting.
I know you were.
He's not even pulling out the magazine.
I got a guy just like that, man. He has damn near everything, all that stuff. Y'all probably can go head to head, man. I'm gonna introduce you to that'll be dope.
It's usually Flatline and Ultra Mag. We
go like this.
That'll be dope, man. Record that shit live. Like, oh, I got this. Oh, okay, well, shit. Dude, you got this.
Oh,
I got this. Oh,
we do it every week.
Every week.
I want to be on there. I want to see that.
Yeah, shout out to Flatline who couldn't be here with us tonight.
Flatline. Shout out to Flatline. What's up, man?
Yeah, definitely shout out to Flatline.
Yeah, man. When I drop stuff, man, I send it his way, man. And man, it's just amazing, man, how you can, because back in the days when you sent music, you like, oh damn. Shit, they might play that motherfucker. Damn shit. But with the internet, man, and with this going on, you can just send that to people like that who are really a real hip hop historians and real hip hop fans. And man, they put it on a medium like that, man. I love that shit, man. Giving respect to the elders and giving respect to the youth that's coming up, man. You don't see that like that no more.
Yep. But we're firm believers in that, musicians make music for an audience, and we're still looking for that kind of music anyway. So
facts. Feel that.
Yep. That's what it is.
Already.
So when Goodie Mob became the four of you, was it an automatic thing that Organized Noise was going to produce?
Yes, it was an automatic thing because some of the songs we recorded they didn't make the album. So we was working with Organized Noise, and like I said, once the introduction started, we started filling each other out because Organized Noise are our peers. We damn near the same age.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was almost like, what's the vibe? You know what I mean? Well, shit, saying this the vibe right here. Okay. And I got to hand it to them, man. They let us do our thing, man. I mean, we had verses that was over 16. You know what I mean? I mean, we was doing like George Clinton Parliament type songs, 5-minute songs, all type of shit. That just lets you know that we were still kind of like rough around the edges, hadn't gotten into 8 bars and You know what I'm saying? 12 bars and all that. They just let us do our thing. That's why when you hear soul food, it's just so filling because
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying. It was like they organized noise, let us do our thing. You know what I mean? And it was
Yeah.
and L.A. Reid. You know what I'm saying? He believed in organized noise. It's like shit. Whatever y'all say, I'm rolling with y'all.
Yeah.
That's why you heard cell therapy. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't know what the hell it was at first, but shit, if organized noise says it's good, let's roll with it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm glad. I'm so glad you mentioned soul food. I gotta thank you for that because that is one of my all-time favorite feel-good. I mean, like anytime I need like a little pick-me-up, if I put on soul food, it's like it's a. I
Hey
mean, it's literally
man,
what that song is. It's soul food. It's
soul
like
food, man. Oh man, that was a
yeah,
genius title, man. I mean, now that I look back on it, man, because everybody knows about soul food, especially if you from the South and you move to other states. You know what I mean? Somewhere,
yeah,
some form of fashion, that recipe, that soul food. Somebody gonna have some
Hmm.
greens. Somebody gonna have some chicken. Somebody gonna have some bread, some cornbread. You know what I mean? But that was it was an innocent album because, like I said, bars. With 12 bars. What the hell is 12 bars? 32 bars on y'all daddy or wham. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So man, yeah, that was a filling album, man. Still love it to this day, man. Still be banging.
Yeah.
Ah, it's talk about coming out the gate strong. I mean,
Oh,
because um, you guys had, you know, the it was Outkast first, and
right.
I remember Outkast making quite the impression. It was,
Yes.
and for us, or I want to say for where I was living at the time, the first Outkast record didn't hit as hard as the second. When the
Okay.
second one, when AT
Oh
Aliens
yeah.
dropped, I think the
Mm-hmm.
rest
Woo.
of us got it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's what, because the first one we were like, okay, that's kind of interesting. You know, all right,
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta's got something going on, and
Right.
but then AT Aliens, and I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
ATLian
Woo.
out of this world.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, man. I think that they had started maybe dabbing a little bit in producing
hmm
some of their own music. But the good thing about it is, well, the thing about it is Outkast was just coming out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Just
yeah,
coming out of the
Absolutely.
woods down in the South. So it's like, okay, Southern playlist, the Cadillac music. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. It's kind of groovy. But to come back with the sophomore album, it's like, okay, okay. Let me go
That's
back to
how it
this
was.
other album and let me see what's going. Okay, all
yeah,
right, I see, I see. So just like Soul Food was, a lot of people didn't really kind of get Soul Food. Some people did get it
yeah,
because it was so raw. And now you're listening to a older bunch of some older cats that kind of talk totally different, have a totally different mindset, different perspectives from different sides of Atlanta. Can't really tell the draw yet, but it sounds good. But
right,
then when we
Hmm.
come back, we're still standing. It's like, okay, okay, still standing. Wham.
yeah,
Now still standing. That's a unapologetic one right there. That's like, okay, we got this now. No
yeah,
more Mr. Nice Guy. We got a hang of it. Okay, you want 16 bars? Okay, I got you. You want 12? All right, I got you. You need a hook right here? No problem. We got you. We got it. You know what I mean? So that was a fun one to do it. And then when we came back with World Party, it was like, holy shit, these guys, these guys let their hair down and actually have a good time.
yeah,
Oh damn! And World Party was a reflection of us. No, I'm from Georgia. I had never been out of the country. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Going to Japan because we did an album called World Party, and and before World Party coming off of the Still Standing record, man, we was just celebrating, happy that we had this our third record. We made it to the third one. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But a lot of people wasn't ready for us to let off the gas as of yet. But now people are feeling that record, and that's like, oh, okay, all right, that was damn near one of the commercial, one of the commercial aspects of it. And that was the commercialist record we could make with Goodie
Yeah.
Mob right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, you know, people looking at us like when we performing, it's like I want to see people like, you know what I'm saying, kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of, you know what I'm saying. I want to see some sisters kind of, oh, okay, yeah, y'all feeling that too. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like the first two albums was kind of like real masculine. You know what I mean? Really
Yep.
kind of masculine. You know what I mean? So we just kind of wanted to let our hair down on World Party, and you know, like I said, a lot of people didn't feel that, and they kind of got the record labels kind of got wind, and it was just kind of craziness going on. But we had to rebuck, you know what I mean, and come back with more music. That's why One Monkey Don't Stop No Show had came into play.
Yeah.
When we did what we did with that was an independent record with Cots. But it had to be done, you know what I mean? Because that'd have been a bigger or wider gap in our discography, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
was that a weird time?
It was, man. It was a real weird time, man, because we was dealing with different producers. We didn't we didn't really have Organized Noise all the way on board with us because they was doing Witch Doctor, Backbone, Cool Breeze. So their hands were full, you know what I mean? And we wasn't with the record label anymore. So it's kind of like, man, y'all motherfuckers on y'all own. You feel me? It's like, okay, shit, we done it before. And you know, we hooked up with a DJ Speedy. He did some cuts for us. My cousin Mark Twain from the Attic crew, who was with the Young Bloods. He gave us some beats, so it still kind of got us going. You know what I mean? Then I dropped a solo record. Dip dropped a solo record. Timo. So it was just about. It was just like it's about weathering that storm, man. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it was. It was a storm, bro. A hurricane, goddamn it. but we came through it, man. You know what I mean? So you know, I'm thankful for them times, though. It make it stronger.
Yeah, sure. So that's interesting. You mentioned the solo records that you guys did. Was that part of a plan, or was it kind of like, you know what, let's just try this and see what happens? Or were you guys like, you know what, now's the time that we could each do these separate things?
No, it was a time, man, and Timo and CeeLo reminds me that it was a time that we talked. It's like, okay, well, you know, if the World Party don't work, you know what I'm saying? You know, I want to do some solo shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Lo said. And Timo's like, shit, you know, I want to do some solo shit too. So that was the talk. My thing was, shit, I'm like, man, let's hit them again.
Yeah.
Let's hit them again. You know what I mean? At the time, we didn't think about you pulling one of your songs from your bag. You pull a song from your bag. I pull a song from my bag. You pull a song from your bag, and we put them together, and we do it like that. We wasn't thinking like that. You know what I mean? Right. But like I said, I just wanted to hit them again because they were stunned, like, oh, what the hell is World Party? Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? But we gave them a chance to get back up and shake it off. Like, nah. That's it. It did hurt. That did hurt. You know what I mean? That did hurt. But well, yeah, like I said, you got to go through that and be able to come out on the other end. Right now, you know, we dropped the Survival Kit 2020.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Which, you know, during the pandemic kind of got lost in the shuffle, but a lot of people still listening and still eyeballing that record. And just watch another year or two, they're gonna be like, oh shit, man, damn, I slept on that one. I was sleeping. You know what I mean? So, you know, you just gotta weather that storm, man, and just use it to the best of your ability, man, and just grow up. You know what I'm saying? Grow up, and you know what I'm saying. Don't sweat the small shit. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. That's when you start realizing it. Like, let's go, let's get it moving.
Yeah. Flatline had sent in some questions, and this is a good time for one of them. He wanted to know, what is the recording process like for Goodie Mob albums, and how has it changed over the years?
Really hadn't changed that much, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can use this last album we did, for instance. Man, we was able to get all four of us in at the same time. We was able to get organized noise in at the same time, and listen to some beats, man. We listen to some music, man. If I hear a vibe, if I hum something, hear a vibe, I let the guys, man, what you think about this, man? Shit, go in there and lay it. Bang, I go in there and lay it. That shit sound good. Maybe if you say this and do it this way, all right, I try that. You know what I'm saying? But back then, if somebody would have say, "Oh no, Khujo, you might need," I'd be like, "Oh man, damn, come on, man, for real." Man, I sat here and wrote this verse, bro. You mean tell me I gotta change it? You mean tell I gotta change the verse, man? Oh man, what's up, man? Yeah, okay, all right, for real, okay, cool. So yeah, that's kind of like the process, kind of like different now. It's like we're more open. You know what I mean? We're more in tune to what the music is saying, not to go against what the music is saying. Listen to what the music is saying and try to get like the beat. You know what I mean? So with the beat going, la 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 la, you try to rhyme something like that. You know what I mean? So just different process, different techniques, man, that we've been picking up, man, just to make us great, man. You know what I mean? Because I want to be in that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame one day.
Yeah.
But that's unusual that you guys all still get together in the studio in person. That's mad unusual.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how we started out. That's how we started out. When we was recording Soul Food, we went to record at Curtis Mayfield's studio. Didn't even know he stayed around the block, man. Didn't even know that. So we was able to use his studio. So who didn't want to be in the studio that Curtis Mayfield recorded in? Come on. I mean, we was spending the night in the studio, man. You know what I mean? Sleeping bags in the studio. So that's where we come from. We come from that type of, I say that type of brotherhood, man. Like waking up in sleeping bags and everybody eating out the same plate type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna put this light back up.
Yeah, it's a rarity now just because the way technology is and able to transfer stuff.
Well, and it's a rarity because a lot of the groups aren't even in the same place anymore.
Right.
Exactly. And it's not a lot of groups left. You know what I mean? We might be one of the last surviving 4-man group.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah. There was that's a lost art, the hip hop group.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, but man, it was an advantage for me, man, because I can play off of what CeeLo was saying. Oh, okay, well, let me get like this. Oh, okay. CeeLo harmonizing. Let me put a little harmony in my shit. You know what I mean? So it just really brought the best out of us, really.
Why do you have any theories on as to why the hip hop group became such a thing of the past?
Such obsolete, man. Money.
That's
you know
kind of
what I
what
mean?
I figured. Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But I know when we was at the Face Records, it was easier to move 2 people than it is to move 4 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just thinking right now, with what's going on, man. It's money, man. I mean, it's that bread, boy. They want that money, man. So everybody want to be solo. You know what I mean? Which is not bad. You know what I mean? That's cool.
Right.
But I just kind of like to hear the harmony of voices. You know what I mean? Of more than one voice.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm making an album, I'm like, damn, I'm just getting tired of hearing me. I need somebody else on this motherfucker with me.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come here. Can you just say what's up on it or something? You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not sure. I don't see record labels. Well, I don't see record labels, period, really. But record labels bringing on groups anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not really seeing that anymore.
There's an energy. There's definitely an energy that was lost. You know, with that.
Yeah.
I got no problem with solo MCs.
Yeah, for sure.
But when you hear a group that's really clicking and vibing together, man, there's nothing else like it.
Yeah.
But you said the key word. That's really clicking and vibing together.
Yeah.
And the old groups don't do that anymore because they've had all kinds of whatevers in the middle.
True that.
Yeah.
True that. True that,
Um,
boy. Yeah.
speaking of hearing another voice on a record, one of my favorite artists is MF Doom, and I was,
Mm.
and my favorite MF Doom album is JJ Doom. That's my favorite Doom album,
Mm.
and
Mm.
obviously you have a song on there, Still Caps. So how did you get down with Gennaro Jarrell and Doom?
Man, that's so damn hard, man. I think I got down with Gennaro Jarrell as I think it might have been through MySpace, man. You remember MySpace?
Wow, yeah,
Wow.
wow.
It might have been through that way because he definitely was staying in another place and I was staying in another place. And
Mhm.
and he all of a sudden reached out to me. He's like, man, would you want to do an album? I was like, shit, yeah, why not? I mean, I like I said, I didn't even know the magnitude of this guy's discography. But I
Right,
didn't know how bad this guy was at the time, man. I
Yeah.
was just really just trying to trying to impress my peers, just being able to do some over some different type of music. You know
Mm.
what I
right.
mean? So he produced an album. We produced an album called Willie Is. You ever heard of that?
Hmm.
Willie Is. You get a chance, check that out, man. It's called where it's actually Georgia Vania. And the name of the group was called Willie Is because our father's name was Willie. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? So I think his family name was Willie, my dad's name was Willie, and my name was Willie. So we came up with the group name Willie Is. And I did not know that he was producing for MF Doom. I didn't know that. So he was like,
Right,
"Yo, can you do the remix?" And and at that time the quality could have been a little bit more better. It sounded a lot grimy. You know what I mean? My vocals sound a little bit low, but that's here nor there. But just when I did that, I was just really just rapping. And then when it came out, and I'm looking at MF doing, I'm like, oh man, this guy's fucking awesome too. Like, oh man, it was incredible, man. It came out on Georgia Vania came out on Lex Records. But then when he was telling me about dropping the remix on the MF Doom thing, I was like, man, let's go, man. Let's go, man. That was
yeah.
incredible, bro. That's hard. You said I was just looking at that the other day.
Wow. Yeah. That's my favorite Doom record. Like I love
Wow.
like everything. I mean, obviously rest in peace Doom, wish he was still here, but I really like the vibe and where he was going with the
Yeah.
things he was saying on that album.
Oh man, totally, man. He reminded me of a clear old dirty bastard.
Mm.
Right.
But when I say old dirty bastard, because of his style, and MF Doom had a kind of unique type style too. Like if Doom knew how to rap, this is what he sounded like. He would sound like him. Oh man, that's crazy, man.
You know,
Dope,
it's so
man.
weird that you just said that because you were compared to me, compared on the phone to me with somebody said, "You got Khujo Goodie tonight?" Oh shit! You know he the ODB from Atlanta,
Okay,
the South
okay.
End to the ODB.
Okay, okay. I like that. I like that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I was at the barber shop, man. I let a guy hear some new stuff. He said, but you know what? But you could have been in the Wu-Tang clan. I was like, yeah, I feel you. Let's
Those
go.
are
Yeah,
those are good
that's
props to
dope.
get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Speaking of collabs, you've gotten to collab with people such as Big Mike, Be Real,
Mm,
Daz Dillinger.
mm, mm.
Any particular favorites of yours?
Uh, only particular favorite I call favorite is because this guy's like a friend to me. He's really been a motivator to me and inspiring to me, man. It's got to be Daz Dillinger, man. And it's like,
Mm.
man, the brother just, man, he's just inspiring and motivating. You know what I mean? When he talks and talks about the things he's done and and putting the music out, don't let your music sit in no damn computer, man. Put it out, man. Stay on their neck, Khujo. That type of
Mm.
motivation, man. It's gotta be him, man. You know what I mean? Because I can call him up I can go to his house. He stay out here in Georgia. I can touch him. I can ask him questions about what did you think about this, man. Matter of fact, one day I called him. I was like, man, because I didn't have nowhere to record, and I wanted to record this song. I was like, man, can I come by your crib, man, and just kind of demo this song? He's like, man, come on. He's like, man, well, I got it in my cup. I was like, oh, I want to say this, man. I got it on. Man, and he was there, man. He was like, cuz, man, I'm here, man. This what I do. I do this, man. Hey, man, oh, man, that shit just inspired me. And a couple more times I went over there. He let me record, and he produced an album, a solo album of mine called G Mob Godfather.
Mm-hmm.
You get a chance, go check that out. G Mob Godfather. He damn near produced that whole album for me. You know what I mean? So didn't ask for not one red penny. Then that's for nothing. So yeah, big ups to Dash, and I gotta say big ups to Be Real too, man, because I gave him a call. I said, yo, Be Real, I need you on this song, man. I sent it to him, man. He sent it back to me, man. Good friend of mine down there, the first person we met when we came to California. He picked us up from the airport, man. Showed us nothing but love. We was with him and Cypress Hill all day one day when we first went out to California, man.
Wow.
So big up to Be Real and Big Mike too, man. I gave him a call, man. Jumped right on it. You know what I mean? So I think that album now, Echoes of a Legend, I think that's one of my best albums right there. Solo albums right there.
Dope. So speaking of Cypress and DJ Muggs, you guys appeared on the Soul Assassins, the first two Soul Assassins albums.
That's right. That's
yeah.
right.
How was it working with Muggs and working on those records? Those are really dope records, man.
Man, Muggs is incredible, man. When we was doing that, we realized that he didn't even know how to work an MPC.
Really?
He was just doing everything on the SP12 on the drum machine.
Wow.
Everything, folks. I was like, man, because we was going around organized noise, seeing all these lights everywhere, MPCs, this and that, 808. He on the SP.
Wow.
So I was like, wow. So that was awesome, man. Because man, at that time, man, we loved going out to California, man. I just love going out there, man. We get on an airplane, fly for about like 3 or 4 hours, you know what I'm saying? If you weren't asleep, man, you'd be eating on the plane all day, sitting in first class, man. Oh, man, that was the fun part. Riding out, going out there, man, and then getting in the hotels, man, ordering room service, man. I'm from Georgia, man. We ain't do that type of shit, man. You cook your own damn food, you know what I'm saying? You come get your own shit. But, man, it was amazing that we had developed that friendship, man, with Cypress Hill, man, because that was a whole nother demographic right there of listeners, right, fans right there. So for sure.
Yeah.
That sounds like some straight up LA shit right there.
Yeah.
I
knows.
I know, because that's where I am.
Okay, can't wait.
In your world travels, what was the most interesting place that you guys got to go and perform?
I gotta say Japan.
Yeah, because
them people didn't speak not one lick of damn English that was in the crowd, and it was a big ass crowd. It was a whole bunch of motherfuckers out there, man. Like, wow. One Japanese guy got up and was just started freestyling in Japanese. We was like, what the hell? We don't know what he's saying, but he on the beat. He on the beat, man. And yeah, just going out to Japan, man. I'm talking about like a 13-hour flight.
Yeah.
And a big jumbo plane, man. It was upstairs in there. Come on, man. We were ready, man. First class, we going first class. Oh man. You mean we can eat all we want? Yes. You can lay back. We can lay all the way back. Yes. You can lay all the way back. Man, it was fun, man. It was fun, man. Remember when the person picked us up in Japan, they pulled out a little phone. I was like, man, what is that? Man, they had the little mobile phone first, man. The flip mobile phone, man. It's like, oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow, that is incredible, man. And one night we was in Japan, and I was like, man, I just bored. So I had a flute. I was playing a flute. I had me a flute. because I seen people on the karate movies with the flute, and I heard it was good for your lungs or whatever. So I'm walking down the street playing my shit as loud as I can, goddamn loud as I can, dog as hell. Police come out and say,
Nope.
I said, crickets, crickets. You ain't got to worry about me, man. Well, that's one thing we respectful, man. But Japan was Japan was cool, and going to Germany, we toured with Outkast in Germany on a bus that didn't have no heat on it, man. You talking about motherfuckers complaining, bro, all the way. I'm talking about folks talking about they want to go home, man. I can't wait to go home. It's cold on this bus. Oh man, it was, and the bus was like like the mystery machine. It looked kind of like that. It was like a van.
Oh,
It was
no.
big enough. It was big enough to carry everybody, man. It was quite an experience, man. It was cool, man.
Did you solve any crimes though?
Yeah.
It looked like the mystery machine.
Oh man, the mystery was, man, how we gonna get home? I'm talking about Andre 3000. Like, man, I'm ready to go home. Nah, I'm ready to go home. I mean, he was ready to go all day. I'm ready to go. Well, hey man, you all right? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go home. Hey man, we finna go sound check. I'm ready to go home. Awesome, man. Awesome.
You know, they would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Oh man. Oh man, crazy.
Meddling goodie mob.
Yeah, you guys.
So with the hip hop 50 stuff going on, was there anything going on in Atlanta, or have you guys been invited to do anything for that?
Oh man, yeah, we just did something with the mayor of Atlanta.
Okay.
On the 13th at Lakewood Stadium, and they were celebrating 50 years of hip hop. It was Goodie Mob, T.I., Jermaine Dupri had pulled up. A lot of local acts were there, man. Amaretta was there, man. So yeah, we did do something. Hip hop is celebrated and was celebrated down here in Georgia for sure.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir. They still celebrating it. So my thing is, I don't even think people from the South even knew about August the 11th. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, okay, it's 50 years hip hop. I wish we could have been doing that shit the third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year. You know what I mean? So people can get educated. But you know, better late than never. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Well, but don't you also suppose that there's a lot of people down there that nobody even knows are there?
Of course.
Like
That's how we
Prince
were.
Paul?
Nobody knew we were. Yeah, of course, right.
Prince
Prince Paul's down here. Wow.
Yep,
Nice.
sure is.
Well, I mean, but you know what? For a minute, I mean, Chuck D had stayed down here in Georgia.
Yeah.
Professor Griff, Houdini,
Daddy-O was there.
Daddy-O, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of Northerners been down here way before I even knew. I'm like, damn, y'all been down here? Like, yeah, been down here. Like, whoa, okay. Wow, I ain't never seen him, but yeah. I had to bump into him into a barbershop or something, man. But yeah, man. Welcome with open arms, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to keep, like, you know, we got the hip hop 50, but let's just keep going. Like, let's just keep celebrating. Like, like you said, don't stop. Yeah.
Let's
and the thing, I'm seeing different people in different places. They you know, you hear people griping, they're mad because they weren't talked about in, you know, New York's, you know, what they were doing. But I want to hear I want to hear what's Atlanta doing, what's Texas doing, what's LA doing, what's, you know, I want to hear all these different groups and what they brought, you know, so everybody can get educated. Like, don't look to be included in what New York was doing, because they don't even include half of New York of what's going on.
But you know what? But you gotta but I gotta respect that, because you know what I'm saying, they're definitely going way and beyond the Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Because of course That's where it originated at, and you want people to know that. You know what I mean? You want
Hmm.
them to be educated about that, and you want people that, especially the youth, that's getting into what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want them to know that too. You know what I mean? Because when we came out with Soul Food, I didn't know nothing about Sedgwick Avenue. I didn't know nothing about that. I didn't know
Mm.
Right.
about Cool. I didn't know about Cool Herc and his sister doing what they did. I didn't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
mean, shit. I'm just really getting educated on a few things about the origins of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Double hand salute on that. You know what I mean? But we're
Right.
definitely down here. They're definitely down here in the South, getting to it. Like this week, we got to go out to Texas, Houston, Texas, and Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas, where LL Cool J celebrating 50 years of hip hop, called a Force Tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
nice.
it's all about educating, and I feel that because I think I seen something with MC Shan had said something about don't be something Goody Mob. I ain't forget about you, my nigga. I was like, see, it's for people. You know what I'm saying? It's for. Oh,
Eh,
like if you see me, like when people see me, oh, what's up, Goody Mob? Hey, what's up, Goody Mob? Hey, what's up, Goody Mob? They don't say Cujo. They say, what's up, Goody Mob? But man, I got double head to MC Shan, man, because definitely was bumping his stuff, man, coming up in this thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's got to be celebrated all over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
eh,
You just can't hold the ball. Just couldn't hold the ball no more because you know what I'm saying. It's gonna come down this way eventually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
hey, Cujo, but you ain't nobody until you got cussed out by MC Shan.
I didn't know that. See,
No,
I
no,
ain't
no,
know
no, not
said
to
that.
be. He hit me up in the DM and he was cussing me out, but we squashed it. But
Y'all squash that. Okay. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Them the elders, them the OGs, you gotta hear them out. You know what I'm saying? Gotta hear them out, see what's cracking, and then, you know what I'm saying, you rebuke them how you supposed to. But
I had to pull out my tapes and let him know, like, listen,
okay, there you
Shan,
go.
I'm a fan.
Hold up,
I'm a
hold up,
fan.
hold up, hold up, hold
I'm a
up. Okay.
fan.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Right, right.
Cujo, anybody that you haven't collaborated with yet that you want to collaborate
Man, yeah. It's some people down here in the South. I love to do a collab with Lil Baby. You know what I
with?
Mm,
mean? Love to do that. I love to do a collab with Lil Wayne,
mm.
because he be snapping so hard. You just got to goddamn be ready for him, boy. You got to come correct. You feel me? You got to
Yeah.
come hard with him, man. So I think Wayne. I wouldn't mind doing a song with Drake. You know
Huh.
what I'm
Mm.
saying? Drake and one with shit, man. I gotta say it with LL, man. I got
Uncle
one with
L.
LL, yeah, man. Cause man, yeah, he had everything. You know what I'm saying? He was the rough. You know what I'm saying? He was cool. You know what I'm saying? The sisters liked him. You know what I'm saying? He was the whole package. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? About like
Yeah.
about like Big Daddy Kane was the whole package too, but he was
Yep.
darker, brother. He was darker.
Dark Gable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dark Gable.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, he got the
Oh
white tape.
Lord,
See?
Man, that tape has seen some.
Uh,
Oh,
hey, it's from '85, man.
I know.
it doesn't
is
It's
that
even
seen
have a
some.
cover.
is that the
Yeah,
brown
you
writing?
see it. I don't have the cover. I just pulled out the tape.
Is that brown writing on there or black?
It's black.
Okay.
Yeah.
We Gucci. Yeah,
It's
man,
just
real good
old
story.
as hell, so it looks
Yeah.
brown.
The tape
Right,
has seen
Yeah.
right,
better
right.
days. Yeah. All right. So Cujo, yeah, I want to thank you for coming through tonight. Appreciate it.
Man.
Anything else you want to mention that you got coming up?
Oh man, just y'all just go check me out, man. Subscribe to my YouTube page, man. Khujo Goodie ATL. And my Khujo Goodie Zone One. Khujo Goodie Zone One. Subscribe to my YouTube page. That's where most of my content is. My videos on there. I got all type of stuff on there, man. Not only just videos. I got some righteous stuff, man, where you can see a different side of it, man. So it's just a
Word.
life of what's up with Khujo. So check me out for the new videos. Download the new single, man. Splashy. You know what I'm saying? Video is out. Splashy is out. and Time to Make the Donuts, man. That 3-song maxi, man. You got to get that into your collection.
Yes, definitely.
Will do.
All right. Fantastic. Well, thank you for coming through tonight. It was great to talk to you finally, and appreciate it. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, Khujo Goodie.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anytime.
Thanks for rescheduling for me, Jenny. Thanks.
Absolutely.
And hit me up any other time, man. We can just do this again, man.
Yeah,
have some new stuff coming out maybe 2 more months from now, maybe 3. It's in the can waiting, so maybe we'll come back and chat again.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Peace.
All right. Peace. Yes, indeed.
All right.
Khujo Goodie has the distinction of being the first guest that didn't make the one show and actually came back.
And
showed up.
Rescheduled.
Yes. Actually rescheduled. Yes. So.
Yeah, he was trying to reschedule when he realized he wasn't going to make it the first time.
No, that's dope. That's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I was a little scared this morning when somebody said, well, he's the ODB from the South. I was like, uh-oh. Well.
I want to check out the Willie Is project. You know?
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Gennaro has some beats, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's dope. My buddy Tirade, who is a huge Doom fan. I mean, we're all huge Doom fans, but he's a huge Doom fan like you. And he said that's his favorite album too.
Really?
The JJ Doom joint, yeah.
I've never met anybody like to me it's an album that people don't even listen to. Like it's like it almost seems it's like that one and Victor Vaughn too, that people are like, I don't like those albums. But it's my favorite Doom album, JJ Doom.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I've heard it, but I've got to go back and revisit because it's been a minute.
I like what he's kind of talking about is like he was almost prophetic because it's a lot of the stuff that's going on now. And I think I really like it because at first I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I was getting upset with myself. Like, well, I'm a Doom fan. Why don't I, like this? It's not like I'm not a big fan of Victor Vaughn #2. But I'll tell you that straight up. Doom even says it on the record. What did he said? Dub it off your man. Don't spend that $10. I did it for the advance. The back end sucks. So he said it on that album.
Wow.
Yeah, he starts off the album like that. But yeah, there was some, then when I finally got JJ Doom, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, oh, this is what I was missing. Like one day it clicked, just clicked.
Yeah. Yep. I've had those moments with records, so
yeah, I
know what you mean. That's dope. Yeah, I got to revisit it. I probably haven't heard it since it came out. So
yeah,
Mm-hmm. I always tend to go to his KMD stuff. So
okay,
yeah,
all right,
big KMD fan.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, me too.
Yeah, so
yeah, me too.
Come on, Jenny.
Not a clue.
She's like, yeah, me too.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I've always been a huge MF Doom fan.
I'm sure you have. Zev Love X. Peach Fuzz, Jenny, come on now.
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord.
Nitty gritty with Brand
Nubian.
Brand Nubian.
Yeah, keep talking.
And the remix with Busta Rhymes.
Keep going.
She knows the gas face.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. All right. Well, Doom's on the third verse. That's Doom.
All right.
Zev Love X. Gas face could either be a smile or a smirk.
But appears the monkey rest to work. What's clockwork?
Clockwork. Yes, thank you.
Oh boy.
Tell me you're empty, so fill her up.
Is you talking coffee or cocoa?
Oh
We
Lord.
can do this all night.
You ask for credit for Unlimited and Sunoco?
KMP and third basis is ace in the hole.
I mean souls. Look at the gas.
So make the gas
Wow.
face.
What is happening?
We're rhyming.
Going down memory lane.
What is seriously happening?
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I had to come outside because everybody in my house was being really loud.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
My dogs, my mother, you know.
The
Oh,
birds.
the birds.
The birds.
But
Yes.
if everybody could do me a huge favor,
Uh-oh.
I know what's going on.
I'm gonna have to go back in the house for this one.
Okay.
But if everybody in the chat and everything could do me a huge favor
Yes,
and
ma'am.
wish a certain lady a very happy 91st birthday.
Ah, happy birthday, Mom!
Happy birthday, Mom!
Happy birthday, Mom! There we go.
Hell yes,
Live
happy birthday.
and in person.
Yes.
She had her 91st birthday yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's something, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We should all be so lucky.
Right? That is something.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. She and my nephew called this morning and said, and I took the phone into her and said, he wants to wish his grandmother a happy birthday. And she said, I don't know who his grandmother is. That would be you. Oh.
I think she's just fucking with you guys, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks, you guys, so much. Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
It's a big birthday.
Yeah. 91. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's yep. She has been around and seen some shit that we have only read about.
Right. She's seen some shit. Yep.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Even though she hasn't seen a whole lot of shit because she not unlike myself, daughter of a preacher.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, but
she's been around for a minute.
Yep. A lot of stuff. Happened in those 91 years.
Yeah.
Listen, she was around for the Depression.
Right.
Wow.
No?
Yep.
That's something.
Well, she's around for the second one too.
Right.
Only this one isn't as great as the first one.
Yeah.
This one might be greater.
Yeah.
Shut up. I'll be quiet.
We won't go there.
Nope.
Not gonna go there. But we will go to a commercial because tonight's episode of It's C-Doc Again is brought to you by the Spit Slam Record Label Group. The Spit Slam Record Label Group, a Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All releases are available digitally or on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam Record Label Group. Throwback to the future sound. Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. There we go. And shout out, hip-hop gods in the place.
Flatline.
Lizzle.
Yes, indeed. And you can check out Flatline and myself, along with Mr. Chuck D, every Friday for the And You Don't Stop radio show on Rap Station. And I have the Spit Slam Jam of the Week, where I play music released by the Spit Slam Record Label Group. Although I say every week, but we skipped last week. So not last week, but every other week. There's a Engine Don't Stop radio show.
Any other week but the last one.
Yeah, any other week except for the last one. So look for it this week because we'll be back.
Yeah.
Also, I got to find out, Ultramag. I don't know if you've been out and about, but did you happen to find any of these? The Rap Central Station mag paper?
You know what's so funny? Before it was around 6 o'clock, and I was going to go to the record store just to see if they had it, but it was closed. I guess I didn't realize when they closed, but I'm going to go tomorrow. It's right over there, so I'm going to see if they got it in.
Yes, right, they got it in. I mean, I've got one for you anyway, but you know.
Thank you.
Yes, but yeah, if you get a chance, let us know if you see the Rap Central Station mag paper out and about. This is issue 2, Kings of Rock, Nelson George, Run DMC. There you go. Dope little magazine. It is free, by the way. That's why it's always hard to find. There's the Rap Station charts, yada yada, and yeah. Before we kind of let me finish what we were doing here. You'll also catch Jennifer, Jenny, and Ultramag 7 along with DJ Soulbuck every Saturday for the mixtape.
Sunday.
Oh, what'd I say? Saturday?
Yeah.
My bad. Sunday. Every Sunday for the mixtape. And tune in tomorrow here at Channel Zero for Behind the Bars with JD. Yep. And we might have some more. We might have another show or two coming along down the pike. So it might be some things happening. Yeah, we'll see. You
never know.
Can I show it? Because since Flatline's going to watch on the replay, can I just show a tape that I know he doesn't have?
And this Swaying King Tech.
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking he doesn't have it.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking he may have the vinyl, the CD, the cassette, the advance. I'm just, I'm sure he'll let me know. Let me know.
I just, it was funny on Twitter the other day. One of our former guests and friend of the show, Kill, was on there. I believe he didn't realize that Sway was an MC who had a rap album out at one point.
Really?
I believe so. Yeah. I knew that, but I don't think I've ever heard that record. So
you never. He has it on CD.
Yeah, but do you have a Black Fat Boys tape?
There you go. My brother used to have that tape.
No, but I have a Fat Boy story, but we're not telling it.
No, please.
I know that story. And the pants.
Yes, shut up.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
See, Flatline said, "Take that, Ultramag. I'll do it for him. I
know what I wanted to bring up, and we can pose this question to the audience too. Is there an album? Because I was listening to one the other day. Is there an album that you didn't think highly of when it first dropped, but you've listened to it again by chance and you've reevaluated it in a more positive light?
Well, I just told you mine. Oh,
the Sway and King Tech one?
No, the JJ Doom.
Oh, the JJ Doom. No, but I'm like from like way back.
Oh, you mean really? Oh,
Yeah. Like something you didn't think much of when it came out, but then 30 years down the line, you reevaluated it.
Oh, damn it. I know there's something I can't think of off the head, but there's
yeah, think about it.
Yeah.
Homework for next week. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
Flatline says that was a great question.
Well, thank you. But what got me thinking about it was I recently, for the first time in a very long time, listened to Stetsasonics Blood, Sweat, and No Tears.
Oh, I like that album.
I do too. And I remember not liking this album for whatever reason, probably because it wasn't in full gear. But yeah, I recently listened to it. I'm like, wow, why did I sleep on this so much? So yeah.
Paul's a sucker. Heaven help the mother.
Yeah.
Your mother's teeth are green.
Girls was the one that really jumped out to me. That shit is bang.
The one of my favorite songs is the one with the Force MDs. That is the jam.
You know what? And that one is only on the tape.
Right.
Yep.
I love that song.
What?
Huh? I can't find it.
On?
Huh?
No. There's no.
What?
There's a song called I forget what it's called. But it's on that album with the Force MDs. It's not a slow song. It's like it's dope.
Yeah. It's more like old school.
Yeah.
What is that song? I just listened to it last night.
Somebody just said Schoolie D Saturday night.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
What?
Weren't feeling it at the time, but now you've reevaluated it. Okay. All right.
You know, the interesting thing, the one thing that I can take away from the Schoolie D concert of weeks ago.
Yes.
Damage from Yag Fu Front was there. And
he was.
And Schoolie had done just about everything, and then all of a sudden did PSK. And the only thing I heard from behind me coming from Damage was, holy shit, he sounds just like the record. Even all these years later.
That's dope. That is dope.
I mean, you would have sworn Evil E just turned the record on and let it go.
Yeah, that's dope.
But no, it was Schoolie, and but he sounds exactly the same.
Ultra Mag, that song is "Do You Remember This?"
Yeah.
There's another dope song that's only on the tape. Corporate America is really dope. So
Knackworth said he didn't know about the tape only song.
Yeah, there's three tape only songs.
Knack, you gotta hear that song. Do you remember the song is bananas?
Yeah,
but not the new edition. That's the jam.
Do you remember this? Corporate America, and what was the? There's one other song that's only.
Damn, where's my tape?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm
Well, was Paul's a Sucker on?
Paul's a Sucker is on every version.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might be Your Mother's Teeth Are Green. Is that on? Is Your Mother's Teeth Are Green on?
Yeah,
it's on there. Okay.
It's on there. It might be. Is it To Whom It May Concern? Yes, it's To Whom It May Concern. That's the other. That's the other.
Okay.
Track. Yeah. Yep.
You're sitting on
it. Flatline said you're sitting on the stet tape.
You know what?
Because you're.
I bet you he don't have Freddie Prinze on cassette.
I know I don't.
The comic stylings of Freddie Prinze.
There you go.
But you know what though? When I worked at a day spa, we waxed Freddie Prinze Jr.'s legs.
Well,
okay.
I didn't expect that to come out of your mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was, every time he showed up, and he would show up often, but every time he showed up, he would always say that he lost a bet.
Yeah, okay.
That was his excuse.
Sounds like he's got a gambling problem.
Dude, either you need to stop making those bets,
yes,
or you need to just tell the truth. You like your legs hairless. Yes. I don't know.
Yeah. Tell the truth.
So, Ultramag, you mentioned the love movement.
Well, no, you're going to make me listen to this because this is like one of those records that I didn't really initially like, but I haven't listened to in a while. So I'll listen to that it just made me think of albums that like I was such a. It took me a while to get into Beats, Rhymes, and Life because I was such a fan of what's the third album?
Midnight Marauders.
Midnight Marauders. That like that was the pinnacle, and then Beats, Rhymes, and Life, and I'm like, you know, I like it now, but I didn't when it first came out. I was like, oh man, it was a letdown for me.
That was a I always say that was a very weird time, because Beats, Rhymes, and Life and Stakes is High both came out that year, and I was a big fan of Midnight Marauders, and I was a huge fan of Balloon Mind State.
Yeah,
both those records were not like the previous records, and I was just like,
yep.
And I was in a weird place in my life, so I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
I was with you, and luckily around that time Dr. Octagon dropped and I was saved. Yes. Because around that time Dr. Octagon dropped and I was like, yes, my favorite MC is dropping like the best album ever. So I got saved by Kool Keith.
You know what, too? And that was I have to I hate to admit this, but I will be transparent and honest about it. I had never heard Critical Beatdown until around that time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because one, I didn't know about it. I got into Ultra with Four Horsemen. And yep, there we go. And so I had never heard Critical Beatdown. And then I started to read about it because of the whole Dr. Octagon thing and Kool Keith. And so they were mentioning it. And I was like, I think there was a reissue right around that time. And so I was like, oh, I got to pick this up. And, one of those mind-blowing experiences. So
Octagon was the first CD that I ever bought because I couldn't find it on cassette. So that's the first CD that I ever bought.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was a cassette. I mean, obviously, I was a cassette guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Mm-hmm.
Knackhorst, I would have to disagree. I think Beats, Rhymes, and Life I think it's good. I think it's a good album, and there's a lot of dope stuff on it.
I would say this. I like it now. I like it.
Yeah. I
think it would sound better as a Slum Village album than it does a Tribe Called Quest album. But
possibly. Yeah.
I'm like this. It's because the sound was so different. I was used to that clean but refined, but dirty but clean, refined Tribe sound that they found on, on that album, Midnight Marauders. Because, Midnight Marauders is cleaner than Low End, and I like more of the clean sound. So that's why I really liked Midnight Marauders. But, we got introduced to Consequence. Like, who's this guy with our favorite group, giving them less bars? Why are these beats so muddy and dirty? It was a lot to take in.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. It was a lot to take in.
It's a lot to take in from one of your favorite rap groups that just came off of like this apex.
Yep. Because I remember the last thing we had from Tribe was the Oh My God remix.
Mm-hmm.
There's Midnight Marauders and then the Oh My God remix, which was crazy.
Yeah.
And then a couple years go by and it was a totally different
Beats, Rhymes, and Life.
Yeah, Beats, Rhymes, and Life. But I listened to the hell out of it. I listened to the hell out of Stakes is High too. And it took me a while, but I got into both of those records eventually. And Knack is not a Consequence fan.
Oh, listen, yo. Have you been seeing the way the Consequence has been going in on Talib Kweli?
No, I have not.
Oh, they got this feud that's been going on for like all summer, months.
Really?
And Consequence is just burning this dude down. I'm a big Consequence fan. I think he's an excellent MC. I think Consequence is like very dope. I like his wordplay and I love Consequence.
Yeah. I like Consequence.
Yeah.
You know who I like that that nothing ever really happened. Speaking of Tribe and the Oh My God remix, but that group they had that showed up on, it was on the Oh My God single. They were called No Name. I think it was 3 guys.
I don't remember that. Damn.
Okay,
I don't remember.
on the Oh My God single, there's a wait. Let me find it. Sorry, gotta stand up and find it. And here's something else too. Speaking of consequence, if you weren't aware already, if I can find it, that is. We have to skip out on it. Oh no, here it is. Consequences actually appears.
Oh yeah, on
the
Keep It Real. This
on the award tour single. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he on the Chase Part 2?
Yeah. That's it. That was his debut. Yep.
So there's that.
Yeah.
But anyway, on this, on the Oh My God Maxi, there's what's called the No Name remix.
Mm-hmm.
Oh My God, and it's these 3 guys just fucking wrecking shop over that remix beat. And I always thought those guys were dope. And the only other time that I think they showed up is on the Love Movement. One of them is like shouts out at the beginning of one of the songs or ends of one of the songs. Because he says, no name, so blah, blah, blah. I don't remember what he says, but yeah. But that's it. Where's No Name? Want to know.
They got no name.
Oh. He says, holy. Oh, that's funny.
He is.
He's a fool is what he is. Not a fan.
So next week our guest will be Talib Kweli. And no. I mean, unless he wants to come on. I don't know. I mean,
yeah. I might not show up for that show.
You did just call him a fool. So.
Well, he might call me a racist.
He would. Yeah.
And
yeah, that's funny. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Well, I think I've talked enough tonight. I don't think I'll shut up now. So, yeah. Do we have a guest for next week, Jennifer? Okay. All right. We're going to work. in the 7 days to the next episode, we're going to... Oh, he would call all 3 of you all white supremacists. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Talib Kweli. So, his Eardrum album just had a anniversary the other day, which is pretty much the only record of his that I really like. But a lot of Mad Lib production on that one. Pretty dope.
Only album from him I like is Mad Liberation because Mad Lib did the beats.
I don't remember liking that one. I was looking forward to it, and I was like,
Which ironically, Consequence has a great verse on that album. He appears on that album.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Of course. Well, yeah, I think that's a good place to end the show. Thank you, everybody watching live, everybody watching on the replay. Shout out to Jennifer O'Jetty, Ultra Mag 7. Thank you guys for being here as always. And we will see everybody next week on another episode of It's C-Doc Again.